We have the latest update here on Hurricane Irma on AccuWeather.com. It is still a major hurricane with winds sustained at 155 miles per hour. You can see the center of circulation is between the Bahamas and also northern Cuba here. So they are seeing those significant impacts right now, damaging winds, heavy rainfall, likely some flooding taking place right now. It's moving to the west at 12 miles per hour, and as we continue through time, we do expect it to kind of weeble wobble a little bit more to the north and west. So what exactly does Category 4 hurricane mean? Winds are between 130 and 156 miles per hour. Even though it's a Cat 4, we're still looking at catastrophic damage that will occur. And Category 5 hurricane, obviously we're looking at the same amount of damage, so it really doesn't matter at this point whether it's a Cat 4 or a Cat 5. We have to stay on guard here over the next couple of days, especially for those in South Florida. At this point, if you know anybody down here in South Florida, they do need to get out. There's no east or west that you can go toward. Everyone has to start heading north, and there are mandatory evacuations in place. So all of the red areas you see here throughout the Bahamas, getting into West Palm Beach, Miami, down into the Florida Keys, that is where a hurricane warning is in effect right now. To the north, Sarasota, Tampa, up to Daytona Beach, we have a hurricane watch in place. So to kind of break things down for you here, hurricane warning, this is where we could see sustained winds between 74 and 158 miles per hour. Not gusts, but sustained winds. And you're also looking at storm surge, and also flooding is likely as well. Throughout the Florida Peninsula, some areas will pick up between 4 and even 8 inches of rain, with some spots perhaps picking up close to a foot of rainfall here. We're not looking at rainfall totals like we saw with Hurricane Harvey, as this system is going to continue to quickly move, but the rain's going to come down very quickly, so you have to worry about flash flooding over the next couple of days. Here at AccuWeather, we have Irma making landfall potentially as a Category 4, still a major hurricane by 8 a.m. on Sunday, somewhere near Key Largo and Miami, Florida. It goes up the Florida Peninsula. As it interacts with land, it will start to weaken, but no doubt about it, we are still looking at some very dangerous wind gusts here. So threats to lives and also property as well. West Palm Beach, you're starting to see the impacts as we continue throughout the day Sunday, and then the track to the north brings it to Jacksonville, Florida by Monday morning as a weaker storm, but still as a hurricane. Now let's talk about the wind gusts here. You can see not just in Florida, we're also looking at the potential of tropical storm force winds throughout the Carolinas, also across Georgia and Tennessee. But down here in southern Florida, this is where we have to worry about those wind gusts well over 100 miles per hour. We also have some coastal impacts on the way here as well. We talk about the storm surge. That could be between 5 and 10 feet. We've seen it higher than 20 feet throughout the Caribbean. Extensive beach erosion, damaging winds, and we do expect widespread property damage as well. We'll keep you posted with the very latest here on AccuWeather.com.
Hurricane Irma, a Category 5 monster on a collision course with Florida.
Hurricane Irma, now one of the most powerful hurricanes ever seen in the Atlantic.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Independence Title. This is a special breaking news edition of Title Tuesdays, talking about Hurricane Irma is coming our way. We're only a few days out. The storm's projected to hit Category 4, Category 5, somewhere here in South Florida. So I wanted to talk about a little bit about preparation of things that you can do, A, from a title company perspective, and B, just in general. So hopefully you've already filled all your cars with gasoline. Hopefully you've already gotten all of your generator, got all of your extra gas, and your, maybe some propane tanks to make sure you can barbecue. Don't forget to fill your bathtubs up with some water in case you need to flush toilets and the water goes out. But most importantly, what I wanted to talk about is your safety. You need to have some type of evacuation plan just in case we get hit with a catastrophic storm, to know what to do if something were to happen. So if you're evacuating, now's the time to do so. If you're not evacuating, please make sure you put some type of hurricane shutter or wood up on your windows, because we don't know what the storm, we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if the storm's going to be a direct hit or not. And then from the title company perspective, what I wanted to do is just make sure you understand how important it is to make sure you have electronic copies of all of your insurance policies. Print your insurance policies so you have an actual copy. Make sure you scan some type of PDF. If you don't have a computer at home or anything that you can scan, you can use an app for your phone called Cam Scanner, and you can scan your insurance policy. So what insurance policies do you need? You want to make sure you have a copy of your auto insurance policy. You want to make sure you have a copy of your home insurance policy. You want to make sure you have a copy of your title insurance policy, just in case something were to happen and you need to reference it. Title insurance policy is a little bit less important in some type of catastrophic damage because you don't necessarily have to have it in order to sell, but it's definitely one of those insurance policies you want to keep handy. Make sure you get your homeowner's insurance policy. That is probably one of the most important. So your health insurance in case you need to go to the doctor or the hospital. You want to make sure that you have your car insurance in case something were to happen, you need to drive, or, God forbid there's damage to your car, you need to call and put a claim in. And most importantly is your homeowner's insurance, because that's the largest amount of claims that we see here in South Florida. For those of you that know, I've had my 220 homeowner's insurance license for many, many years. Although I don't sell insurance, I have a very vast understanding of how the process works and what you need to look out for. And from all of our insurance adjusters and stuff, that's the first thing they're going to ask for is the insurance policy. Understand that your deductible now, you need to start paying attention that if there's a wind deductible, understand that there's a difference in your insurance policy between your standard deductible of $2,500 or $1,000 to a wind deductible, which could be 2% of your your coverage. So if you have $400,000 in coverage, it's an $8,000 deductible. So it's something you just need to be made aware of. So as I said, make sure you get an electronic copy. Keep a copy at home as well in maybe a Ziploc bag. Get an electronic copy. And one thing I would always do is I always email a copy to somebody that's out of the area, maybe somebody in another state. Get it on a server, it's backed up just in case you happen to, your phone have no power and the bag that you have it in or the box you have it in gets flooded. At least you have somewhere that has a backup copy. On top of that, don't forget some of your life planning events, your trusts, your healthcare surrogates, your durable power of attorneys. Now's the time, especially for any elderly people that you know, to get all of these things in place because, again, we just do not know what's coming. So hopefully you're going to get prepared. I wanted to shoot this video just as a little update, a little emergency for Hurricane Irma. We are most likely going to close early. Most of the closings are now stopped because homeowners cannot obtain any type of insurance when the storm is getting so close. So please be safe out there. I look forward to hopefully this thing is going to pass us by and we're going to say, thank God we planned for it and nothing happened. But if it does, please be safe. Take care of your family. Take care of your friends. Let's make sure we do right by others, help our neighbors, and we'll get through it together as a family. So as always, my name is Kevin Thatcher, the founder of Independence Title, and I look forward to seeing you at the closing table.